What's up, Peewee?
Alabama! Did you see Alabama dominate LSU? LSU couldn't do nothing. They couldn't even score one single touchdown. They look like Auburn.
You call that a dominant performance?
That was wide open, straight ahead. Well, our offense didn't even have to show up and we won.
That was terrible.
No, hey,
that was not a good win for Alabama.
oh, that was a great win. Alabama, hey, they had a game plan the whole time.
Yeah, and if it was to suck, then they did it.
No, they didn't want to show everything.
They should have. I mean, if you're trying to progress, you got a Heisman winner on your team, then you've got to get it built and pad his stats up.
Alabama is a team, okay? They're not a one-man show. They're not concerned with the Heisman like everybody else. Ty's still going to win it. But I'm just saying that...
Well, he's going to win it after he couldn't do nothing against LSU.
Oh, he could do whatever he wanted to. He didn't want to show Oklahoma what he had. He saved it. Alabama saves their best games for their best opponents.
They don't watch just 1 week's worth of film. They already know what he's got.
They don't?
Why would they just watch the week before?
It seemed like that they would just go because that'd be a lot quicker to do. You look and see what they did last week, they probably go do it this week.
Studying them.
That's what I'm talking about. You studied the week before.
You study the average.
Whoever they played the week before, that's who you look at. You don't care what they did a month ago.
Well, you should. Because what if they bring that back up? What if they bring that same play from a month ago
Brett, did you
back up on you?
Did you ever go to school?
I did.
Whenever you studied for a test for school, did you go back and look at everything that had been taught, or did you just study for that section of that test?
Everything. Because that was, you didn't know what was going to go on the test. You study everything.
Maybe that's why I failed. Hey, why didn't y'all tell me this sooner? I could have done better in class.
Golly.
Hey, for real, I thought whenever a team talks about they study film, it seemed like they would just study the prior week. Like Oklahoma would be looking, okay, what did Alabama do with LSU? Because whatever they did there, they're going to do here.
No.
It ain't that way for real.
No. 100% not.
How do they have time? I don't understand. How do they have time?
That's why they have 4,000 coaches.
But they still got the same players. They ain't got 4,000 players.
Yeah, but they have 100 coaches trying to break down everything about that team that they can. They're studying that team weeks in advance.
So you're telling me that Oklahoma is going all the way back to the first game of the year that Alabama played?
Absolutely. They're going to see, hey, what did FSU do to defeat Alabama? We need to try some of that.
Well, they ain't got Gus Malzahn. That's the only reason why they won.
They're probably calling Gus saying, hey, Gus, give us some pointers here. What can we do to stomp on Alabama?
No, they...
That would be part of the studying process.
That would be called...
Find out from the professionals.
That would be called cheating. If you got to call... If one coach got to call...
No. What's called cheating is what Alabama does and pays refs.
Alabama don't pay the refs.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. It's plain as day.
They really... They
Alabama
do not.
and Georgia paying the refs. 100%. No questions asked.
Listen, just because some calls go your way, the referees are human. By the way, we're going to get on refs. Now you're going to get me on refs. Can I talk about the refs for a minute?
Yeah.
Do I have permission?
Let's talk about the refs.
Okay, because I'm going to tell you what they need to do. Dabo Swinney said it right. I don't know if you saw the clip where he was talking. He said these refs need to be paid professionals, right?
They are paid
They
professionals.
need to be paid more because...
More?
Yeah, but
you know how much they're getting paid right now?
He's saying, and I'm in full agreement with Dabo on this. He's saying the refs should be paid more, but held to more accountability.
There's no accountability with them. I'm with him on that. But I don't think they should be paid anymore. They're getting paid great.
What does a ref make?
We looked it up the other day. It was like, what, $200-something?
They're not making that.
Yes, they are.
I don't believe that.
I could almost guarantee they probably are. And then you got somebody like Kirby Smart that's padding his pockets even more because it's odd. It's blatant. Again, it even happened again against Mississippi State this week.
Listen, maybe, just maybe, humans make mistakes. Okay?
It's funny that the mistakes are always with one team, though.
No, Auburn just sucks.
No, it's Georgia. They're always helping out Georgia.
I thought they was always helping out Auburn. Or else.
Helping out. Yeah, they're helping Auburn lose.
No, I'm talking
absolutely.
about Auburn would have more losses.
Auburn was kicking the fire out of Georgia, and then here come Kirby.
With his halftime adjustments. That's what you go into halftime and you talk to your team and you say, team, listen.
I'm just clapping.
No, you say, team, listen. We're going to go out there and everything we did in the first half, they're kicking our tail. So we're going to go out there and we're going to do the opposite. And you go out there and you make your halftime adjustments and then you kick the honey. That's what you do. You go out there.
That's not what happened, though.
That is what happened.
That one was and it was so bad that that game right there alone got Ken Williamson fired for the rest of the year.
I understand.
It's terrible. It's awful. They don't need to be paid more. They might need to be paid less.
So is it okay for Dabo to complain about the refs?
Absolutely.
So just every team needs to go around crying about referees and the flags that are being thrown. They have yellow flags on them for a reason. That's to throw them.
There's a video out there with this Georgia game where they called a penalty on Mississippi State.
Yeah.
But because he jumped, but the Georgia guy throws his hands out there to get him to jump, and then they don't call nothing on Georgia, but they call it on Mississippi State. It is obvious. It's so obvious that Kirby Smart is pulling every trick out of the bag to pay them refs. And it's ridiculous. I'm not a fan of Georgia right now.
The second man always gets caught. That's the way it is. The second man...
Does that make it right?
Huh?
Does that make it right?
I mean, it makes it fair.
No, it doesn't make it fair.
Just, you always know, don't be the second man.
Let's get into these games.
Okay, I'm ready. Give them to me. What we got?
Our first up, we have Jack State versus UTEP.
Woo! Let's go, Gamecocks against... What are UTEP? Miners. The Miners. The Gamecocks against the Miners. Who won this game? Come on.
You had Jack State winning 14-10.
Yes, I did.
And they won 30-27.
That's a W for Peewee right there. Peewee's predictions always gets around 100% on the year. If 14-10 and 30 to what?
30-27.
30-27, that's 3 points, okay?
Yeah.
14-10 is 4 points. So if you're within that point, that's the same. That's the same thing. It's like the numbers are the same.
Yeah.
So that's a win right there for Peewee. W column, Peewee is right again. Roll Alabama.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
I want to save this one. I want to save this game. So I'm going to jump to...
Oh, we just jump around.
Georgia. I'm going to jump around. Georgia and Mississippi State. Cheaters versus a really good SEC team right now. Mississippi State's a pretty decent team to me, in my opinion, right now.
Hey, they are what you would call on the uptrend, okay?
I'm a Mississippi State guy.
Are you?
I like Mississippi State.
I never knew you was from Mississippi.
I'm not.
You?
I just like Mississippi State.
Oh, okay. You like a cowbell.
Yeah. They're annoying, but I like a cowbell. Give me a cowbell over a human barking like a dog any day.
That's how I feel about it. So, look. Who won the game?
Georgia won 41-21, but you had Mississippi State winning 28-21.
Okay, so
You got Mississippi State scoring. You knew what they were
doing. Peewee wins again. I'm right again. 100% on the year. I said 28. They got 28. 21. And that's it. Or 21, I mean. I said 21. They got 21. Georgia cheated to get their 41, so that don't count. That comes back on them. So, roll Bama. Peewee's right again. Peewee's predictions can't be wrong.
Georgia's cheating. It's just not fun to watch. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Kirby. I liked Kirby Smart before this year, and now I'm just kind of over him. Kirby's
one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I would disagree with that.
Kirby Smart is like Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob. You ever watch SpongeBob? My kids watch SpongeBob. You ever watch? Oh well, okay. I've watched SpongeBob, but
what's the similarities there? I'm curious.
With Mr. Krabs, money.
Exactly.
Money.
I'm with you. That's the first thing that you said that I agree with about Kirby.
Yeah.
He sucks.
No, he money.
Yeah.
Hey.
I need to win at all costs, and I will pay the refs whatever it takes.
No, Mr. Krabs.
That's exactly what you just said.
No, Mr. Krabs don't like to spend money. And that's why Kirby is.
If it makes him more money in the end, it doesn't matter.
Mr. Krabs is not into. Listen, if you've ever watched SpongeBob at all, you know, Mr. Krabs ain't into just spend out money to make money. He's not big on investments.
He's got to spend money to make money.
No, because he's got SpongeBob and that other one. What's his name on there? Squidward. He got working for basically nothing. He's not big on investment.
But he's got to buy hamburgers.
I don't think I think he's doing something shady.
So there is very much similarities between him and what's his
name?
Kirby.
Oh yeah, I'd say Kirby's
crooked.
Kirby's not buying hamburgers either. I'd agree with that.
He's crooked. I don't like him. I really don't.
You really have turned.
I'm telling you, I was high on the horse with Kirby before this year, and then ever since this year, I'm out on him. He can have it. He needs to go on. I think he'd be real good for the Penn State job. Get him out of here.
I will say his coaching style has changed, but that's not his fault.
Paying the refs is his fault.
There is zero proof.
He has cheated, and he's doubled down on his cheating. I am tired of it. Get out of the SEC. You're not welcome here anymore.
Listen. Here's the thing. Kirby has changed the way he coaches. Okay? But I blame that on making the playing field even. It was better whenever the playing field wasn't even. You just didn't have a Georgia Tech in contention. Okay? You didn't have that. You didn't have Ohio State being good, and Indiana being good, and all this, and so I blame this on the NIL, and so listen, what's the saying? With great, what is it? With great change comes great adversity.
Okay, it's a new one for me. Okay,
and so there's been a lot of change and a lot of adversity. So he's had to do a lot.
Yeah, I just still think he sucks. I'm just not a fan of him. But look, we've got one game that I really want to talk about.
Come on with it.
And it's Indiana and Penn State.
Indiana and Penn State. How'd that game go, Brett?
You had Indiana beating Penn State 52-34.
Yeah, because Penn State's got a high dynamic offense.
Penn State almost got them. It was a last-minute ball game.
I wish they would have.
Indiana 27-24.
I wish that. This is one. Once again, I can't be wrong. Indiana got the W. Peewee's predictions gets the W again. Peewee ain't never wrong. But I wanted to be wrong on this one because I wanted Penn State to come out there and put a whooping on Indiana. But I knew it wouldn't happen. So you got to tell the truth whenever. So facts are facts. Brett, if a fact is a fact, that's a fact.
Penn State almost got them. And I wish they would have. Because Indiana fans are high on they are better than the SEC. And it's nowhere even close.
So you're saying
the Big Ten and the SEC is just no comparison.
Are you saying the Big Ten is way down below the SEC?
Indiana's got Big Ten, SEC.
Yeah.
I've got SEC, Big Ten
the exact
below
opposite.
the table.
Is the exact opposite.
The exact opposite.
If you're listening to the audio right now, you cannot see what he just did.
It's terrible.
But he just flip-flopped who's on top and who's on bottom.
Yes. And I think
that's
the Big Ten.
So look,
I think the Big Ten sucks.
We're in full agreement with that. Ohio State will be out in the first round. Indiana will be out in the first round.
Well, Indiana and Ohio State are more than likely going to get the nod to be out in the first
Well, that's the reason why
anyway,
they'll be out.
So they'll be in the second round.
Pee-wee's predictions is right again.
Right again.
Because they're going to be out in the first round, just like I said. I told you. I told you that from the beginning. So, yeah, so Indiana does take a W. It's a close game, closer than what anybody thought it would be, but they do take the W. What's our next game, Brett?
Well, before we get to our next game,
Uh-oh.
I want to talk about somebody that's making a comeback right now. I think you know what I'm talking about. North Carolina, Bill Belichick.
He has won his last 2 games in a row. He beat Stanford and Syracuse.
Stanford and Syracuse. And almost the game before that, they lost to Virginia 17-16.
That's a close game.
That's a close game. Virginia's ranked number 20.
Are we going to say Bill Belichick is back? I
think he's back. And I heard something.
Uh-oh. What did you hear?
I know it's his first year there.
Yep.
I heard he's in talks with Auburn.
Bill Belichick is not in talks with Auburn.
He might come back.
Way.
Him coming back with an assistant coach, Cam Newton. Cam Newton. One of Auburn's best players, other than Bo Jackson.
Bill Belichick and Cam Newton couldn't work together.
Oh, absolutely they could.
No, they could not.
Yes, they could.
No,
why would he not?
They're both on power trips.
That's because they're both really good at what they do.
You cannot have...
Cam Newton was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
You can't have 2 people that's really good working together.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that Belichick's good at one thing, Cam Newton's good at the other, and they would be able to mesh.
Cam ain't playing quarterback no more. That's the only thing he's ever good at was playing quarterback, and he can't do that.
He needs to teach, what's his name? The quarterback at Auburn.
Ashton Daniels?
Yeah, he needs to teach Ashton Daniels, this is how you do it. Belichick, another good quarterback coach. I'm telling you, it'd be a good combination. That
would be a dumpster fire in the first 30 minutes of them being there.
No.
Yes, it would.
No.
Auburn needs to go after John Gruden and get him in there. That's what they need to do. They need to get John Gruden in there. He knows how to get people fired up. He's got a CEO mind. He knows all about the game of football. He's a good coach, been there, done that. He'll be able to recruit well. Auburn needs to go after John Gruden. But I hope they don't.
Well, everything that I'm hearing right now is they're going after John, but not John Gruden.
John who?
Summerall.
You know, that Summerall would be a good fit at Auburn.
I mean, he's had success at Troy and Tulane. Why wouldn't he have success at Auburn?
Yeah, because Auburn's on the same level as Troy and Tulane. You're right about that.
Well, I mean, if you're going to say something like that, then DeBoer.
Washington?
DeBoer had... Where all did DeBoer coach?
Washington.
At 42 different D3 schools.
Look how good he did, though.
And then he worked his way up. Kind of like Summerall.
I didn't think of it like that.
Summerall would be like a DeBoer.
Because Summerall starts with an S.
Better.
Summerall starts with an S and DeBoer starts with a D.
Because DeBoer is mediocre at best. He's just got a good team right now. His team is just... After next year, I just don't know. I don't know how his recruiting is going to be. He's got some good players right now, and I think DeBoer probably is going to be mediocre at best. He'll last another 2 or 3 years, and they'll get rid of him.
You got one more time to say something bad about Alabama's coach. One more, I'm telling you. One more time. Kalen DeBoer is a great coach. Okay? He's improving with each and every game. He knows how to get his players ready. He knows the validity of the game and where he's at. He knows what is on his back.
No.
And he has withstood the test every time.
That's the look he gives.
He's focusing. He don't look like that.
I'm confused look. That is not an Alabama football coach.
Brett.
He is confused as all get out.
He is not confused.
I'm telling you, 2 or 3 years. Hit the road, Jack.
DeBoer will be there a minimum of 10 years.
No, absolutely not.
A minimum of 10 seasons.
No. Alabama won't be relevant in 10 years.
He's improving each and every game and each and every year.
Did you hear that?
No.
Alabama won't be relevant in 10 years.
You bumped your head.
Auburn's going to take that out.
Oh, okay. Boy, how many years in a row have I heard this from Auburn fans? Wait till next year. Next year, we're
coming. It's coming.
I mean, yeah, if you say that, I mean, y'all said that for 50 years before you won another national championship. This is our year. Y'all said it for 50 years.
Well, yeah, you gotta cheer the team on. We're fans.
You're delusional.
No, I don't think so. But this brings us to the Auburn game. Auburn and Vandy.
Yep.
You picked Vanderbilt 52-10.
Yes, I did.
Vanderbilt 45-38. Hey, I want to say this before we get on this.
Go ahead.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the Tigers on this game. DJ Durkin, hey, our defense was a little slack this game, but our offense, night and day difference. Night and day difference. I was very pleased with this. I was very pleased to go on the road at Vanderbilt and put a beat down on them. Honestly, the defense looked mediocre. They looked pretty good at times, but dude, hey, I'm telling you, it's looking up. It is looking up, and you can put it on notice now. November 29th, you better be ready, because we ain't got nothing to lose, and we're coming in hot. Hot. DJ Durkin's gonna have a couple more weeks to prepare for this. Auburn's gonna whoop Alabama.
You sound like a friend of mine who drives a Ford truck. Okay?
Yeah.
The thing stays broke down. Okay? It does. It stays broke down. And all he does is talk about how good of a truck he's got. I drive this Ford. I got my Ford F-350. This thing will pull anything. It won't pull nothing right now because it ain't running. And you said something about him being hot. That's what his truck overheats all the time. And it stays broke down, and all he talks about is how strong of a truck it is. I don't care how strong a truck it is if it ain't running. Brett, listen to me. Here's the thing. Auburn is so bad that you are literally on here telling the world how proud you are that they took a loss. Listen, if your team loses a game, and you're talking about how proud you are of them, you are at the bottom of the bottom. You're at the bottom of the ocean. You down there.
Vanderbilt,
you have drowned it.
Vanderbilt's a good team this year. As bad as I hate to say it, they're a decent team. Auburn has sucked this year. And Vanderbilt, to me, has been put up here. Auburn's way down here. We were the bad underdog in that game. And we took it to overtime. Nobody's seen this coming. I did. Nobody's seen this coming because Auburn is not even going to hold a candle to Vanderbilt, and we took it to overtime.
Boy, I'm so proud of y'all.
I was talking to you during that game.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were a little impressed, and I think you got a little nervous.
Okay, I was not impressed or
I've got text messages. We'll just say that.
Or nervous. Okay, so look, did it shock everyone that Auburn carried this to overtime?
Yes.
Yes, I would agree with that. Did Auburn still lose? Yes.
And that's okay. We're rebuilding.
We're rebuilding. Y'all been rebuilding for 15 years.
So, hey,
We're rebuilding. Ever since Cam Newton left, you've been rebuilding. You've been rebuilding your coaches. You've been rebuilding your players. You've been rebuilding your wins.
Slow and steady wins the race.
No.
Slow and steady wins the race. And like I said, 10 years down the road, Alabama's not even going to be relevant. They're going to be talking about is Tigers, Auburn Tigers, Auburn Tigers, Auburn Tigers. And I'm going to be talking to you. You'll be like, I'm sick of hearing y'all win. Y'all win at every game, every week, this and that. We can't win nothing. We can't even beat ourselves out of a wet paper sack.
Alabama lives rent-free in every Auburn fan's head.
You
talk more about Auburn than you do, more about Alabama than you do your own team, Auburn.
I'll say this. Somebody was talking about Auburn and said that it was a special place.
Who said it was special?
Donald Trump.
Oh, my God.
Special place. He said it. It was on Fox News. I seen it. If Donald Trump thinks it's a special place, it's a special place.
I'm refraining. I'm refraining right here. I'm just okay.
If Donald Trump thinks it's a special place, it is a special place. It's God's country.
Oh, what in the world?
We've talked about this before.
Listen.
Auburn, Alabama. I'm telling you, Auburn's about to take it to Alabama.
Auburn can't even get a coach. Okay? That's the reason why they lost to Vandy. Vandy should not even be relevant. Alabama went out there and handled Vandy the way you're supposed to. Auburn went out there and lost to Vandy. So that tells you right there how far Auburn has jumped off the track.
I mean, we're having a terrible season, but...
And you did last year.
We fired our coach.
And the year before.
We fired our coach and picked up Durkin.
And the year before.
And picked up with Durkin, and he took Vanderbilt. Nobody in our wildest dreams said we're going to go and beat Vanderbilt this year. After the year that we've been having, nobody thought that this was going to happen this weekend. And he surprised everybody. I think all of Auburn fans were happy with what happened this. I mean, obviously we would want to win, but I think you'd be happy with what Durkin did. I was pleased with him, and I give you a.
Do you want Durkin to be your coach?
That's to be continued. I don't know.
Does Brett want Durkin to be the coach?
I want to see what happens against Mercer, and I want to see what happens against Alabama. Mercer's like 8-1.
Auburn has fallen so far down. I want to see I tell you what, I made my decision based on how they beat Mercer.
And Alabama. I want to see what happens against Alabama.
Okay. All right. They're going to take an L. That's obvious. What's our next game?
Our next game, LSU and Alabama.
Alabama! Let's go! Let's roll with the tide. Take it down them Michael Tigers.
You had Alabama 49-21.
Yes, sir. What was that score?
It was a tight game.
What was that? Wasn't that tight?
20-9.
Well, hey, I said what did I say score was gonna be?
49-21.
Is there 20 in there?
There was.
All right. Was there one team that scored 20?
Yes.
Okay, that's 21. Got that right there. Peewee's right again. Win again. Another W right there. It's all in the numbers.
This is the exact opposite of what happened with Auburn. Everybody expected Alabama to beat LSU. And
they did.
And y'all barely walked over them. Barely.
Okay, so
it wasn't like it should have been a beatdown. LSU don't even have a coach.
Let me explain to you what happened. Alabama knew we're going to beat LSU with our defense. Okay? They went in knowing that. We're not even going to let them score a touchdown. They're going to have to kick 3 field goals. And that's all they're going to get. And that's what happened. They did not want Oklahoma to see their offense and the wrinkles that they're putting in it. Okay? And it's like, have you ever had a shirt that's wrinkled,
Yeah, probably this one that I'm wearing.
you got to iron that thing out.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Well, here's the thing. Old Grubbs and Kalen DeBoer did not want Oklahoma to see that iron come out and iron them wrinkles out. That was the thing. They did this on purpose.
No, they did not.
We're gonna play very generic and vanilla. We're gonna try to run the ball a little bit. They're gonna stop it. It's okay. We're gonna let Ty Simpson get a little frustrated, overthrow the ball to help him. See, Grubbs could see something in Ty Simpson that whenever he gets frustrated, he'll overthrow. Well, that you learn from your mistakes. So Grubbs allowed him to overthrow, and he was calling plays that would cause Ty to overthrow so that Ty could learn from those mistakes and come back out against Oklahoma and be refreshed and have confidence and make those throws against Oklahoma. That's what happened.
I just think it's DeBoer looks confused all the time.
No.
And he don't know what to do, and he's like this.
No,
I don't know.
No, that
was LSU. I don't know what to do.
That was DeBoer's game plan. Was to look confused and to look
DeBoer. And this LSU game, it should have been 49-21.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
And it wasn't because they didn't want it to be.
No, they did.
They could have hung 100 on LSU.
No way.
Alabama could have put 100 points on LSU.
Absolutely not.
Yes, they could.
Alabama sucked in that game.
Alabama took it easy on South Carolina, and they took it easy on LSU because they wasn't ranked. And if a team's not ranked, you don't need to play as hard. That's part of the game plan. Is
if Alabama don't get it in gear, their playoff run's going to be very short.
They're in gear. Okay, whenever you're climbing a mountain with your pickup truck, okay, you drop it in a lower gear. That's what they did. They dropped it in a lower gear and went slow, no tempo, no up pace, nothing. We're just going to go slow, and we're going to get the win. We're going to get up the hill. We're going to get the win right here. Kalen told his players and his coaches this week, we're only looking for a W. We're not looking to blow anybody out. We don't want to show any of our trick plays. We don't want to show anything. We want Oklahoma to underestimate who we are as champions. And so they went in with that game plan of let's just do just enough to get the W so that Oklahoma's they don't prepare as hard. They go in there thinking they've already got a win on us. And then we'll go in there against Oklahoma and we're going to open up this offense. We're going to put a spanking on them boys.
Oklahoma has nothing to lose here.
The game.
Oklahoma has nothing to lose. It's going to be close.
You really think that it's going to be close?
Watch. If they barely rolled over LSU, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Hey, you're going to see a lot of this on the sideline.
No, listen, here's the thing, too. LSU still has good players.
With no leadership.
They have leaders within their players. And their interim coach, he ain't doing too shabby.
They should have blown this.
Hey, listen, their interim coach had a good game plan against Alabama.
Alabama should have blown this game out of proportion.
They didn't have to. It
doesn't matter if you have to or not. You should want to.
Listen, but there's a point where you just say, let's just take it easy.
That's not. The SEC doesn't work like that. You don't take it easy. We're not the Big Ten.
You don't want your players hurt. You want Jam Miller to be able to run that ball, right? You didn't even see Horton in that game. I'm telling you, you didn't see Caden Proctor take the ball and run over people like a bowling ball.
Oh, that's a special teams play.
You didn't see any of that, and that was for a reason. That was because they're saving all that, and you save your best plays for your ranked opponents. That's what you do. And LSU wasn't ranked, and South Carolina wasn't ranked, and Florida State wasn't ranked. So you just do just enough to win those games. That's what you do.
Do just enough.
You want just enough to get the W and move on, because where they're seated right now, they don't want to move up. Okay, you want to be sitting in that number 4 spot. That way you get the bye in the first round of the playoffs.
Well,
you'll
1,
get
2,
the bye.
and 3 have a bye too.
Yeah, but if you go to number 1, at number 4, everybody's underestimating you. If you go number 1, you got a target on your back. You don't.
All 4 of them teams are going to have a target.
No, because the playoffs have changed all that.
Oh my Lord.
The playoffs have changed all that, Brett. You don't want a target on your back anymore.
All four of the top 4 teams are going to have a target on their back because they get a bye in the first round.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I ain't seen a target on anybody's back that's in the top 4. Nobody cares. All they care about is getting from 12 to 1.
Everybody cares.
They really don't.
Do you have anything to say to the team this week?
Alabama, I'm proud of you. I have never been more proud of another team than I have of you. Ty Simpson, yes, you were frustrated. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the way you overthrew our guys. John Miller, I'm proud of the way that you couldn't run the ball. It brings joy to my heart whenever I see you go out there and be mediocre against unranked teams. I know what you're doing. Kalen, I love the game plan. Grubbs, I love the play calling. Whenever you're playing unranked teams, always do only enough. Defense, you showed the world who you are. You are defenders against the goal line, and you did not let LSU or Mike the Tiger get across it. Special teams, I like it. I like you, Mr. Kicker, the way that you missed the field goal, because you know what? They were unranked, and you knew you didn't have to make that one. You'd make another one later. And you did. It's okay to be mediocre against unranked teams. I understand that. Peewee gets you. Peewee gets that whenever you're playing a LSU and you're playing a Gamecock of South Carolina, that you take it easy. You keep your players healthy. This is smart coaching. You keep your players on go at all times. You have them ready for the ranked opponents. Now is the time to start getting fired up. This is the week that you say we're actually playing a team that is ranked and beat us last year. I seen what you did against Vandy. Vandy beat you last year. They didn't beat you this year. Oklahoma beat you last year. They will not beat you this year. I understand what you're doing, and Peewee is proud of you. And I'm tired of everybody talking against Kalen DeBoer. Get off of him. He knows how to coach a team and dress himself in his black hoodie. Let the man do his job. In short, I would just like to say and send my condolences to the LSU Tigers. I'm proud of you for showing up, knowing that you were going to lose that game. Now, Alabama, get ready, because that week is behind you and there's a new week ahead. I want you to go out and be like a strong oak tree, putting your root as far down as you can into the ground, soaking up that water to make you strong, to make you tough, and to make you withstand the storms of the game of football. You are the mighty Roll Tiders. You are like the mighty wave of the oceans rolling in and pushing out. You've got this. Never back down, never doubt yourself. Ty, don't be frustrated any longer. Offensive lineman, you are mighty and you are strong. Hang in there. Because the Alabama nation and the Peewee nation are proud of you and have your back. Now go out there and do what you do. Go out there and sway with the wind. Because you are the Alabama Crimson Tide. You represent the crimson and white. Roll!